Hello everyone and welcome to Shifting Gears, and with me I have the electric revolution here for the Indian market. This is the Ola Electric S1 Pro. You also have the S1 variant, but this is the top of the line option that we are riding today. ओला इलेक्ट्रिक S1 एंड S1 Pro की कीमत शुरू होती है फ्रॉम ₹99,999 and goes all the way up to ₹129,999 for this particular variant. And I really like this matte grey paint finish. I think it looks stunning. इस वीडियो में हम बात करने वाले हैं what are the features that you get with this Ola Electric S1 and S1 Pro scooter. How good is it to ride? How much better is it compared to the Ather scooters which have dominated the EV space so far till date? But is this going to dethrone the Ather scooter? We will talk about that as well. We are going to focus on the performance and your daily rideability, your daily usability, because if you are planning to buy an electric scooter, you want it primarily for your daily commutes, and that is something that we are going to focus on in this video.
First, let's talk about pricing. Ola Electric has two versions of the scooter on sale, the S1 and S1 Pro. What we are riding is the S1 Pro version. In states where you do not get subsidies, prices start at rupees 99,999 for the S1 variant and rupees 1,29,999 for the S1 Pro variant. Next, let's understand the variants. By now, you might have checked out the significant differences between the S1 and S1 Pro. What should matter to you are these numbers. S1 has a range of 121 km, 90 km per hour top speed, 0 to 40 in 3.6 seconds, 0 to 60 in 7 seconds, and a 2.98 kilowatt hour battery capacity. And a 100% battery charge comes in at 4 hours and 48 minutes via a home charger. If you buy the S1 Pro, on the other hand, it has a range of 181 kilometers, 115 kilometers per hour of top speed, 0 to 40 in 3 seconds, 0 to 60 in 5 seconds, and a 3.97 kilowatt hour battery capacity, which achieves a 100% charge in 6 hours and 30 minutes with a home charger. Both scooters get normal and sports mode, while the S1 Pro gets an additional hyper mode. With a fast charger, both scooters can get 75 kilometers of range in 18 minutes. The S1 Pro tips the scale at 125 kgs, which is 4 kg heavier than the base S1 variant. Between the two variants, the MCU will also be different. Here is a quick look at the feature differentiation between these two variants. Now this will be a short review because we had less than 2 hours to put it all together. Let's talk about the design because it is pretty refreshing. Now the S1 and S1 Pro journey started thanks to Amsterdam-based Etergo, which Ola Electric acquired. Long story short, the Ola S1 and S1 Pro models we have out on our streets today look nearly the same as the model revealed abroad, and there is nothing wrong with it. This electric scooter has a nice and sleek design language which is neutral and should appeal to the masses. The best thing about this scooter is that Ola Electric offers 10 colors which will help customers pick one that suits their personality. My personal favorite color is the one that I am riding today, anthracite matte grey. The seamless panels and the curvaceous design of the scooter is elegant and straightforward. What works in the favor of the design is that there are almost no decals except for the branding, which is bare minimum. You have the Ola branding on the front apron and above the speedometer, and the variant branding on the flap that reveals the charging point. That's it. I like this clean design approach. The scooter gets flush-fitting pillion foot pegs, but it is difficult to kick them. Also, while doing so, you will most definitely smudge or scratch the side body panels. The side stand also sits flush with the floor console, but when you kick it, it shakes a bit too much and looks a little flimsy. The black alloy wheels are exposed on one side thanks to single-sided mounting. The Ola Electric scooter also has a unique monoshock at the front, and apart from functionality, it also helps the styling. The rear monoshock isn't seen much but is offset and almost horizontally mounted. Design features include a full LED headlamp with LED DRLs, and the headlamp is iconic enough for anyone to identify that this is an Ola scooter. There are LED turn indicators and an LED tail lamp as well. The highlight of the Ola electric scooter is the touchscreen speedometer console because this is the heart. These high-tech scooters depend more on software than hardware, and thanks to OTA updates, Ola Electric can remotely fix minor bugs and have your scooter up to date with their new development. The 7-inch touchscreen is easy to operate and uses the brand's proprietary Move OS, which is based on Android. The handlebar switches are a little confusing to begin with because there are a lot of buttons over here. There is so much functionality that the elderly who don't appreciate tech will not appreciate this. However, buttons are large enough so you can easily find the right one. To lock and unlock the scooter, you have a digital key, which is your phone's app, and you can also unlock it via a passcode. The display screen will have multiple modes and widgets along with specific sounds to keep you entertained. Of course, there are call and SMS notifications thanks to the connected tech, but you can also play music because these scooters will come with 2 speakers under the handlebar. Onboard navigation from Map My India is a little slow, and it also depends on the network connectivity strength. With so much demand from your smartphone, there is a practical USB charging point available for you. To charge the scooter, you have a press to open flap at the rear end with a rubberized cover underneath for protection from the elements. The seat can be opened using the app or by using the touchscreen. Underneath, you have space to hold 2 half-faced helmets or a lot of oddities. This is the largest boot capacity available on an electric scooter as of date. Some things could have been better though, like the quality of plastics overall, mirrors could have been more stylish, and even the bezel around the speedometer could have been thinner. Panel gaps were a concern on our review unit, but these were pre-production prototypes and this should be resolved on the scooters delivered to you. The software version we were using also had some limitations, but new OTA rollouts will begin soon, so your scooter will be up to date just like your smartphone. The rider's triangle is very comfortable. For some reason, I found the Ola S1 Pro to be more accommodating than the Ather 450X. I am 5 feet 8 inches in height and I was happy on the saddle of the S1 Pro. Even while making U-turns, lock to lock, the handlebar did not touch my knees, suitable for city maneuverability. The seat was fantastic, accommodating and supportive. It even gets contrast stitching to add a premium touch. The rubber floor mats look a little tacky, but it offers excellent grip. Even under hard braking, my feet stayed in place. For utility, you have a luggage hook in front of your legs, but the floorboard is not flat, so that might be a significant deterrent for a few potential customers. Overall, although what we tested felt like a beta version, the Ola Electric S1 Pro has serious potential to become a game changer in the mass market electric two-wheeler space. Both the Ola Electric S1 and S1 Pro models have an 8.5 kilowatt peak power, 5.5 kilowatt rated motor power, and 58 Newton meters of torque at the motor shaft. There is a fixed battery on offer, and the S1 gets a 2.98 kilowatt hour unit, while the S1 Pro has a 3.97 kilowatt hour unit. Both scooters come with a 750 watt portable charger. The dimensions between the two variants remain identical, with the seat height being 792 millimeters, which is on the higher side for a scooter. Ground clearance is ample at 165 millimeters, even with the battery positioned in the floorboard section protected by the tubular chassis. Apart from the battery tech and the software features, most of the parts are shared by both these scooter variants. Riding the Ola S1 Pro was a fun experience. We did not get a lot of time, but whatever we managed was quiet and fun. We played a lot with normal, sports and hyper modes, and the performance in each mode should keep everyone in the family happy. Ride quality is comfortable and the suspension setup did not leave us wanting more. Is there scope for improvement? Probably yes, but the basics are taken care of. The tubeless MRF Zapper tires offered good grip on tarmac and on gravel as well. This EV does not get ABS, it only gets CBS combi brakes. Braking bite is sharp, but one will get used to it. We sensibly tried hard braking multiple times and we did not notice too much wheel locking. So this should be a safe to manage scooter for you. With a top speed of over 100 km per hour, we need to test this scooter out in the open to elaborate more on stability. But for now, it has been a pleasant experience. In the high power modes, the S1 Pro effortlessly moves past 80 km per hour, so you will not be a slow sitting duck on the motorways. This electric vehicle is undoubtedly not a boring one. Thanks to the low center of gravity, one can flick this scooter from left to right effortlessly. A short ride with a full-sized adult pillion revealed that there was enough room on the seat. You can do three things with the accelerator. Use it for standard propulsion to go ahead, twist it in the opposite direction for energy regeneration, and twist it in reverse to reverse the scooter. But before reversing, you have to press the reverse button on the switchgear. The throttle input though needs to be worked upon as there is some hesitation felt. If you tap the brakes accidentally when the throttle is twisted, the power will be cut off. This can surprise you while making U-turns, so be careful. These problems would most definitely be fixed with a software update. The S1 Pro also has a hill hold functionality which will be helpful in long traffic snarls. Ola claims that the S1 and S1 Pro are ready for dusty, broken and flooded roads. But I would think twice before riding it in waterlogged situations, at least until the brand's marketing team releases a video of a prototype demonstrating this. This scooter can be an easy commuter to work or college or a fast companion out on the highway. What's impressive is that even when riding it in hyper mode, you will get a 90 plus kilometer range, which is far superior to Ather's warp mode. Numbers suggest that the Ather scooter is also slower than the Ola scooter, but we have to ride them back to back to confirm this claim. This Ola S1 Pro on paper is the fastest electric scooter with the best range on offer, and this should turn heads. Since Ather's scooter has been on sale for quite some time, the product has matured, while early birds buying the Ola EV would probably have to live with a few niggles initially. There is a lot that Ola Electric is promising with the S1 and S1 Pro scooters, and there is a lot of scope for improvement for sure. Most of this improvement will happen overnight via a software update, so owners need not worry. The team has worked hard to deliver this product fast to the market, and we hope it is reliable. And if reliability is not going to be a concern, Ola Electric surely has a winner on their hands.
So we hope that we are going to get more time with this Ola Electric S1 and S1 Pro scooter very soon. This was a short first ride experience, but so far we like what we see and we like the overall packaging. आपको ये स्कूटर कैसे लगी ये आप हमें कमेंट्स में ज़रूर बताइए. If you have any other queries about this electric scooter, do ask me. I will try my best to help you out. Goodbye. Always ride safe. Subscribe to the Shifting Gears channel and press that bell icon.